I'd say what we're looking for in a teacher is a hungry learner more than anything else, right? Because teaching is a craft, and teaching is something you get better at over a long time of working at it and getting coached intensively on it. And so when we know we've got the right person, when we have someone who craves feedback and who is improving every year, right? And when we think about how we know that a person is at, it's mostly subjective. Like, I actually don't think there's that big a problem with subjective judgment. Like Richard said, as long as you have some trust in the discretion and judgment of the person making those judgments. So that's, I don't disagree that that's important, that the principal or whoever the instructional coach is needs to be someone whose judgment you trust. But if you're putting the right people in place, subjective judgment is the way most of the world, figures out who is, improving and who's got the skills you need. And so that's really what we're looking for more than anything, which might be counterintuitive. You might think that like a charter school that has, really good test scores is going to look at test scores to judge whether we have, high-performing teacher or low-performing teacher. We don't use test scores much at all in our evaluations, other than as a sort of threshold. Like if 50% of your kids are proficient, that's a problem. But if you're 87% of your kids are proficient and another teacher has 91, that to us is not saying this teacher is better than this, right? Beyond that, it's like, what are the other things we're seeing about the kinds of skills that teacher is showing and the improvement they're showing year after year, and most of that is just